It's working?
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and put this bike together for hopefully the last time. I painted all the stuff here, all the frame, shake cam. So now it's all black. You can see how nice and rust free it was and everything. So we're gonna put it all back together. So you start putting it together. Parts are all over the place. There's a tranny. It's just a 2-bolt tranny. You're already losing the throw bearing. See, I can pull that in the early light. Alright, nuts are off. Let's see here. Three-handed operation. Now this has to go through one of these 2 holes, and I forget which one goes through which. Good question. I think it goes in that one. We'll find out.
Let me get on the other side.
I just got to get the studs to go in the hole. I think I guessed right. There. Just like it fill in, huh? Alright, where's the adjustment screw out? Right here. These must be the nuts. Right. So here's our hardware. Get some Loctite.
Coming in from this side?
Yeah, I gotta get the socket for the nuts here. Good. Okay, I've got the appropriate stack of tools out here. Where's my Loctite at? Oh, what are you doing? Want to do all the work?
You do all the work.
Yeah, that camera's only gonna catch half the stuff I'm doing.
Well, hey. Well, what are you doing?
I'm Loctiting.
Well, you can see the camera's point.
I don't know what the camera's looking at. That's why I didn't do it that way.
What?
I waited for a body to come by to do it. That way they can complain about how bad the videos are.
It's nice and steady, ain't it? Sitting where it's at right now.
Well, Google takes care of that anyway. All right, where's my holes at? This one only has 2 bolts under here, so makes it a little easier. Now this is the adjuster screw. This goes down here in the frame, groove up in here. And you have to put the transmission in here first before this goes in. Because it goes through the frame and it sticks through. You gotta try it loose so you can wiggle around to clear everything. Keep it sitting on something. All kinds of stuff in there. All right, what are we hitting on? There we go. Yeah, keep the front up like that.
There we go.
Okay, now we let it down. Now we go the other direction. Shove the gearbox back a little bit. Okay, you gotta pick it up, put it in the groove.
There's a groove. Let's see if I can get a shot of the groove.
Groove's right there. Doesn't seem to be quite in there, maybe. I'm not sure. Doesn't look like it's in there yet. Light on the subject.
All right.
Looks like something's hanged up. What are we hitting on? Must be in there. It just doesn't feel right. we'll go with it.
Okay.
See how I pull it down there?
Yep.
It's just bound up on it. Nope, it's on there. It's in the right spot. Okay, you bring these down until they touch and you back them off a quarter of a turn or so. So the transmission will be adjustable. Now we can adjust it with a wrench here. The trigger comes back. Forward.
Yeah, so you can move it.
Okay, keep far forward. These again. All right, that's ready to be adjusted.
Okay.
So that's training's in. We'll go ahead and put the motor up in here. Motor's right here.
Okay, you coming from this angle? Or?
Nope, she always coming from the right on the Harley. So this one I had to cut all the head bolts out to 1/2 inch because the guy put 7/16 automotive thread in there instead of Harley thread on all the bolts. So I had to open everything up to use 1/2 inch 12-point bolts. So now everything's cut out for 1/2 inch bolts. Can you see how the threads are still not 100% clean? They have a leftover 7/16 thread and mix at the top of it. It'll work for now. At least I'll be able to torque them now. So this is the little ring. So our rebuilt motor's just been fired, so it's got no running time on it, just run neutral time. Rising away over there.
Okay, coming back around.
I put the puke tube right through the primary hole there that we had in there earlier. So that's up in there like that. I know over here.
Shots of it from both sides.
Couple washers for some reason. Some hardware. A little bigger diameter now. Probably missing because I couldn't run it where it's laying in the hole over here. I can't see. There's that hidden generator bolt down in there.
There's a washer there.
I still can't see in there. Yep, there it is. There's the missing part.
I figure these things out when we run across them, huh?
Yep. Well, we got 2 new washers if we need them for something else. Okay, these 2 here I'm assuming are the back 2. Loctite on these.
Super strong Loctite or medium or?
This is a heavy medium.
Heavy medium. Not a medium medium, not a light medium.
Well, if you got medium is Loctite blue, but this is not Loctite brand. This is 3-bond brand. It's a little bit above blue. It's not red. It's in between.
Okay.
So we're going to put the bolt heads on the top, like it should be. And like upside down, like Harley likes to do it. At least that way when the bolt falls out, it doesn't fall out of the bike.
Yeah, it just rattles around.
Yeah, stays in the bike.
Alright, you do the front now.
That's how I do it. Do one at a time. Yeah, it fell right through. Look at that. This one here, I'm assuming I came upside down. Harley runs this one from the bottom up. But I don't want to do it that way.
Sneak it in there.
Yeah, we just kind of through like that.
Okay. On the top, not the bottom.
See how much play we got and everything. Just gonna have to play around with the alignment slightly once we get it a little bit closer to being tight. Some of that stuff you can almost get to.
Except for this one here on the inside.
That might be a little bit harder. You notice I put the tranny in first, so I might have to do that, take that back out.
Why didn't we think of that before?
I took it out a month ago, I don't remember.
Oh yeah, I had to work this side before. It was a pain to get.
You helped too.
Yeah, it was a pain to get that one in.
You had problems getting to this one?
Yeah.
Is that why there's big holes in here?
Mm,
That doesn't work.
no. Let's take a pause and pull the tranny out.
We gotta pull the tranny out now?
Let's pull the tranny out.
Oh.
Okay, we're going to pause. You don't have to see us drink. Well,
I don't care.
I'll wait. All right,
Gear brake.
going backwards.
What I would show you how to do it the correct way and the way I do it.
Trying to level it up.
Well, the practice I'm getting.
That's good practice.
Get your finger in there.
I'm trying to get.
We're hung up on the motor right now. Pull the primary off in the front. So you thought that was going to be easy getting out of this. There we go.
Here it goes. Now you can finger it. Now you can finger it.
Oh, I got,
Finger away.
I got my thumb jammed in there too, though.
Let's see what we got.
There's no blood, so nothing looking at.
All right.
All right, I'll get the full tranny out. Try doing this on your soft tail, your FL road turd.
Hey, I pulled mine out. It just came out as one piece without the transmission case and everything else inside.
Yeah.
But all of them.
Of course, this one's not going to come out very easy either.
Pull it off of here. That should pop it.
Yeah, well, I'm fighting three different things at once here.
Okay, can we get to the bolt now? Because if we can, we don't need to pull it all the way out.
Right now it's not coming out.
There we go.
Jiggle it just right.
Okay, hold your mouth right. Talk to
Yeah,
it.
it's eating me up too. Look at that. Hey, I got access to that bolt now.
Isn't that what we want right there?
Look, it's right here where I can get to and everything. Why did we do it the first time this way?
I don't know. I kind of question you making me take it apart with the transmission and.
Oh, yeah. It's hard to get good help. See if I can do this part right.
I'm trying to hold the camera steady.
It's holding nice steady though.
On the other side. Music to our ears.
Let's see, that one's gonna be a little harder.
The front one.
Yeah, I got that a socket from both ends. So. That's what they make these for. Oh, I got access to it. Next one.
Okay, we're back. So that was 1, 2, 3, and we're on to number 4, which is back to hand wrenching on. Well,
Still got line the motor yet. Really long holes where I'm not doing anything.
long-winded.
Not doing anything.
What? You weren't holding it?
No, the wrench is between the nut and the frame. It's going up.
It would take about 3 minutes to figure that out.
Well, you know, I've never been accused of being fast. Except with the bike.
It's nice using the 1/4-inch setup for most of your initial assembly.
Yeah, it goes a bit quicker.
Get into tighter spaces.
Oh, there we go.
Never would have thought you'd use 1/4-inch. Now I got my all my 1/4-inch lined up really nice in my toolbox.
Oh, you're gonna
Used to be just piled in there, and now
You're not copying me again, are you?
I wouldn't copy it.
Okay, I got a little bit of clearance in there.
Well, I got an extra green toolbox just like that one.
So I just take the whole thing and shove it like that.
Right. Okay, ready for Trent. Oh, you're gonna tighten it down.
I'm gonna go with one down. You know how lots of line by on a 45 pretty much sits in the bike. The only surface we got's right over here.
Coming around.
This surface right here.
Okay.
Used to be clean a few years ago. This motor's been together for at least 10 years now.
Wow.
So I'm gonna put a straight edge right on here. So I'm gonna grab it real quick.
Pause. Yeah, making a good angle there. What are you looking at?
I'm just kind of eyeballing it, see if it looks like it's going halfway in line with everything else. And this is relatively straight from here to here, but not exactly. Kind of look at what the bike is doing as you're doing it. It's not a lot to go from on these bikes. I actually think it's probably needs to be shifted slightly. So there's a little clearance in there. Hear it?
Yeah.
See it move? Move it?
Right there.
Pivoting off this one here that I torqued already, or lightly torqued.
Lightly torqued.
I didn't really torque it, just tighten it up. Now it looks a little bit better to me.
Yeah, when you say torque, and Tatro torque means it ain't coming loose anytime soon.
So when I look down here, this is about the only area I really got a good area to look at. So if you come in from the top view here,
Okay, turn it around.
you know, you look at the gap from here to here, it's kind of semi-close, but remember this is thicker than this, kind of a little bit, so you just got to kind of eyeball. It's pretty much either here, you know, there's your clearance, so and that's all you're getting. So I'm gonna go ahead and move it to the outside. I mean, to the right on that side.
Okay.
Gives me nothing else to go by. Okay, where is the wrench? It disappeared. That one. Change these out. Okay, we need 9/16. Let's see. Shit, grab a new socket. 9/16 standard. I'll torque the bottom one. You always torque the nut, if at all possible. Now the bike's moving because I'm pulling on a nut over here. Okay, that's tight.
Right. Notice how he has that torque
That's
wrench.
tighter.
You can hear the clicking of the torque wrench.
That's my elbow.
Yeah. This would be a better demonstration of the Tatro torquing methodology.
When it's tight, it's tight, and if it's in doubt, tighten it some more.
Yeah, that's it. And you sort of cringe to the point of like wondering if something's going to break before he gets to the
Near the bike.
acceptable tightness.
Kickstand's in the way though. Okay, the appropriate torque is tight.
You see him leaning into that. Here, let me see. Leaning in.
Wrench back up in there. I can't get another wrench now. I have to slide both of them.
There you go.
Can't have it.
There it is. That's the torque wrench going.
That's tightened up. Now this one we have to do it from the top. Can't torque as much. There's no way of getting a wrench under there. This kind of sucks. When you're watching the whole beam flex, you're getting a good torque. There's Loctite on these two.
Yep.
This one, where's my worn out wrench at? There's my modified one.
You sort of shave the edges in it.
Yeah, it still doesn't fit. Okay. So much for that one. So these two back ones, you gotta do the same way. Screwed up. Ah, it hurts you when you get that. Now when this socket slips off this bolt, I'm gonna run my fingers
Yeah,
into
right
that,
into that. Why don't you lift the handle up?
into
Just
that
the handle.
finger.
Put the handle down low. Or,
Like that.
That'll work.
Yes, I purposely didn't have my fingers in front of it that
Yeah,
time.
I know. You're,
Yeah, it's only half tight. I'm gonna put a little more torque on it.
makes me cringe.
Uh,
All right, now we're ready for transmission to go back in.
no, it's gonna double check these and make sure they're all tight.
All right.
So I didn't think that one was quite all the way.
Okay. One more of each.
Just to, double check. They might have moved on you when I wasn't looking. The fairies came in here and loosened it up.
You're
on
using
me.
6 points on all this, right?
See, got a little more out of that one. That's a 6, that's a 12. All right, where's the other one at? Yeah, we got 2 6s.
Yep.
For some reason, my motors don't seem to come loose when I tighten the bolts up. There. I'm sure at least that's 32 foot-pounds
32?
and a half. Like, it could be a little more. It might be slightly
It's
harder.
like one piece now, yeah. No vibration.
You don't think I went over 40, did you?
It's always entertaining.
Well, at least it was under 80, maybe.
Don't forget your tube going, your tube and your
What
rod.
tube?
The tube and the rod. It's got to go in your
Tube and
inner
rod?
primary.
What are you talking about?
Right.
You mean that?
Yeah.
Goes through that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Here, let's go ahead. Let me get on this side.
Sure, go ahead. You set me in mind of how this all works. I almost forgot.
And we're back to total square one. Negotiate again.
You wiggle it the right way, it all goes.
Right.
Right now it's not the right way, see it's at the wrong angle.
Hey, it's not the right angle.
Yeah, but it's in. It's not in all the way though. Now it's a little bit further. Look at that pivot's real nice right there, no effort. I like that, it's a lot better than last time.
The second time works better than the first.
See if I can actually move it up and down, don't have to fight it like we did the first time. Jeez, how'd that happen?
It's a pretty good angle from here. Why am I bent over?
Yeah, you can change the sight finder.
I can just look this way.
I have to bend over because I'm the one working the bolts.
Excuse me.
Jeez, I didn't even get lunch either. Look at that pig.
I got one. It's on your...
It's on the floor? Now you know why my videos are so crappy.
Hey. Right here, taking pictures.
Watch me screw up.
We only took it apart once.
Well, actually, I've had more than that, but not today.
Yeah, in this episode.
Once apart, 2 times together.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's 3 times.
It doesn't quite work. Measure once, cut twice. No, measure twice, cut once.
Yeah, I scraped the frame up right there, wasn't it? That's pretty neat. Okay. All right. Jeez, it's starting to look like a motorcycle. All right.
All right, back out. Next step.
What's next? Got the key buried on the bottom. Good spot for it. I think it's time to put this on. Buy some tools so you can wander around for a while and show it off.
That's going on pause. Back in a minute. We're back.
Lunch break. Okay, we're putting the sprocket on. Somebody put Loctite on that last time. It was really hard to get off. I don't know who would do something like that around here.
I don't think that was you.
Oh well, we didn't need that anyway. Okay, now we're moving up to the red Loctite.
This is a super strong.
No, that's not green, it's just red.
Oh, sorry, strong.
It's decently strong. And you want to keep this out of your seal. That's good enough. This is our new chain. Diamond. See how ugly the new one is, see? Not exactly high strength. And you get your sprocket and your key. And right now the key's on the bottom. And this isn't going to work because the
Transmission's too far back.
well, the transmission is tight too, which is the other problem. So, but it is too far back also.
Why'd you tighten it up?
I might pull it back out again. We'll see. It's getting easier though, see?
Closer.
Ooh, look at that. Oh, geez, it dropped in the hole.
Hey.
I did it on purpose. Okay, now the key's on the bottom somewhere. It's directly straight down. So you rotate it until it pops in.
All right.
Look at that, we got room to spare on there. Okay, there's our nut.
No Loctite on the nut.
I already Loctited it.
No.
You weren't watching.
I was watching you put it on the.
You were eating chips over there, saw you. Is that tight?
More officially torqued by
That was 3 blast.
instruction.
Felt like the wrong socket size, but it's the correct one. Yeah, the official torque or whatever this big bastard is. 3 is plenty. 2 was enough, but 3 hits is really tight. Okay, this is not the official torque for this.
You mean play?
Yeah. So now we go ahead and move the transmission back the other direction. That's pretty tight right there. And we have to turn the motor over to see what it is too. So now we actually put a little bit of torque on our bolts at the bottom of the tranny. So the tranny quits wobbling around. Yeah, it doesn't wobble anymore.
Right. Well, it sort of wobbles with the bike now.
Okay, this is a new chain, so I know it's going to break in because that's pretty tight. So go ahead and turn the motor over. Don't put your fingers in here when you do this.
Oh yeah, that would hurt.
Yeah, only for a minute or two, 3. See, it's pretty tight. A little bit tighter than it should be. So we'll go ahead and loosen up the bolt over here, which will move the transmission forward. That was one hit. Now the transmission can go forward or backwards. We're never sure which one it's going to go to.
Okay.
So I just loosen the adjuster up and let it sit wherever in the slot is.
Right.
And when the transmission, when you figure out how you ride, what your bike does, when you do a lot of heavy downshifting like I tend to do, the rear wheel yanks on the tranny, which is on this side, and it pulls the tranny like this. You have to put the camera up where my hands are.
Oh, sorry.
So the transmission yanks forward, backwards by the chain. So when it does that, it makes this loose.
Okay.
So you always put that a little bit tighter. You adjust the transmission so that it can't go backwards, which means you would take the screw and you would put it to where, because it's in a slot, and we got
Right.
clearance in a slot, I can push this way or this way. If you push it to the rear, when it yanks on it, it's hitting against that screw, that shoulder.
Okay.
If your transmission likes to make the chain tighter here, then that means the motor is working on it harder. So you put the screw the other direction, and that will keep that from getting tighter on you when you're riding the bike.
Okay.
So depending on what the bike is doing, how you drive, determines how you have the tension on that screw down here. Right now we don't know what we have, so we just put it in the middle. It's free to flow both ways equally.
Okay.
Me, when I ride, it tends to shove the transmission to the rear because I like to downshift a lot. So, and that's the official factory torque, I think, for aluminum studs, isn't it?
Not quite the leaning. He's got a little give on the bike going forward and back.
Well, I don't want to
Why
get
do you
quite
think-
as much on there. They're just snugged up a
Gives
little
me a
bit.
headache watching
They're only
the
slightly tight.
Tatro torque.
And the chain is tightened up on me a little bit. I didn't catch that.
Fingers.
You notice I purposely move them away from the chain line before I turn it. Because it's very easy for it to go like this.
Yeah.
See, we have clearance there. That's good.
What's going on?
We in gear. I don't know why it's not turning over right now. The motor's just snug right there. You got oil in there or something? It must be that high compression ratio we have right now.
Yeah. Real high. The heck?
That's so hard to turn over.
I don't know. Shouldn't be.
No, I know it shouldn't be.
It's not pulling on this rag here, is it?
Oh, is there a rag in there?
Yeah. It's not getting tight.
Oh, a little bit. Why, is that a problem?
I was gonna ask you. You gonna leave this rag in here the whole time? This is a problem.
That's a problem?
That's a problem.
Is it jammed in there now?
Hmm.
Maybe that's why it's so tight?
Come on. What are you gonna do? Take the cover off?
I'm gonna turn the motor backwards.
Okay.
That's called with a nut. Now you get brake remote.
It's not a perfect science.
You have to videotape what we're working on, which is over here. You're not watching this, Fred.
What?
You gotta show this camera. Not you. You have to get the camera over, you can see.
I am. Hang on.
I put tension on the rag as I screw the motor backwards. And the rag is letting it come out.
Yeah,
I see all those teeth mark in there?
that's not good.
That didn't used to be in there.
Way to go.
It's all your fault, you let me screw it up. That or I'm trying to show people I do other shit. Oh, the motor's got a lot less compression now. Oh, shit, look at that.
Hey, it moves better. It's not sucking a rag out of the gear shift.
It's a lot easier to turn over now.
Hey, we're not all...
At least we know the cams work.
Well, the driver for your generator.
There you go. I told you it's hard to get good help.
I looked there earlier.
Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna put the generator in now so we don't forget to do that again. Maybe I should put some lubricant on that gasket.